Welcome back to Balasar's physics class. We were discussed about the refraction of light in previous class. Now we are going to discuss laws of refraction. Same as in reflection, how we are having the two laws of reflection. Same way in refraction also we are having two laws. We have studied what is the refraction of light. Okay. As per the refraction of light, when we draw a diagram on a paper or on a board, we will get like this. Whenever it crosses a boundary of media, it will bend, depends on its optical density, either towards normal or away from the normal. So finally we are having incident ray, normal and refracted ray on the same plane. So as from that, the first law can be said is incident ray, normal, refracted ray lies on the same plane of, since I am doing on a board, same plane of the board. If it is paper, on same plane of the paper we can write. This is the first law of refraction. Then what is the second law? The second law of refraction is nothing but, this is a light ray has moved in medium 1 and crossed over the boundary of the media and entered into the medium 2. So whenever it is in a medium 1, it made an angle I, incident angle. Whenever it has crossed the medium, it's made refracted angle R. So we can say that according to second law of refraction, sine of angle of incidence in the first medium, sine of angle of incidence in first medium to the sine of angle of refraction in second medium 2 is constant for given pair of media. That means simply it is a ratio. Okay, how it become ratio? Sine of angle of incidence, when you are taking this with respect to the angle, if you are finding, okay, that gives us sine angle I here, sine of angle of incidence, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. This sine of angle of incidence in the medium 1 to the sine of angle of refraction in a medium 2 is equal to constant. What is that constant has taken here? The constant has taken the refractive index of the medium, that is denoted with the symbol mu, or in some books it can be small n also. What is that? Small n. So this formula is also called as Snell's law. What is it? This is also called as Snell's law. What is the Snell's law? Who is Snell? Snell is a Dutch scientist. On his name, who has contributed for the refraction of light, on his name this law has mathematically has explained. That is simply the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is equal to mu, or n we will write. This is simply we call as Snell's law is also. Okay, so this is from this Snell's law. Again, in terms of velocity of light also we can describe the second law. What is that? Nothing but, when a light ray passing from the medium 1 to medium 2, we can write the refractive index definition I am talking. Okay, this is up to here Snell's law, this is second law, but refractive index, this mu is called as refractive index. So when we are talking about the refractive index, mu equal to, we can write the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction, as well as the other way in terms of velocity of light. Why the diffraction takes place? Because of change in the velocity of light. Because of change in the medium, there is a change in the velocity of light. So therefore refractive index is also defined as ratio of velocity of light in a medium 1 to velocity of light in a medium 2 is called as refraction of light. If 1 to 2, whenever it is passing, we will write medium 1 is this 1 mu 2 equal to V1 by V2. Okay, refractive index belonging to the medium and its optical density. When light passes from medium 1 to medium 2, that time we are describing the refractive index of the medium 2. Okay, so here velocity V equal to n into lambda, whereas n is a frequency of the source of light, lambda is a wavelength of light. Here n is constant, it is belonging to the source, so V is directly proportional to the wavelength. So here refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity of light as well as wavelength of light. Okay, refractive index optically depends on its density of the medium. Okay, so refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity of light and wavelength of light. And refractive index also changes temperature of the medium. Okay, therefore from this I can write the refractive index formula is simply, if light ray passes medium 1 to medium 2, in terms of velocities I can describe velocity of light in medium 1 to velocity of light in medium 2. I can write. Let us say if light travels from the air to medium. Okay, so I can write this is air or vacuum, we can say, to water it is moving. So I can write velocity of light in air is c and to the velocity of light in water medium. So whenever you are comparing with the velocity of light in a vacuum, that we call as absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index when we are comparing the velocity of light in a vacuum with respect to the another medium. Okay.